exposing the coronavirus scams trying to steal your identity and money. Have you gotten this COVID-19 email claiming to be from the World Health Organization? Look carefully. It even has the logo on it. It looks real, but it's not. Or how about this coupon, in quotes, from a popular coffee chain for $100 to supposedly apologize for stores closing, right? It looks legit, but these are actually elaborate attempts to gain access to your personal information. All over the country, authorities are warning that these phishing scams are exploding, and criminals are better and better at tricking us into believing they're real. Hearst Chief National Consumer Correspondent Jeff Rossen joins us now via Zoom. That we've been tracking these phishing scams where criminals try to get your personal info, for example, your bank account number, for years on the show. Now, your identity could be stolen with just one click. Jeff, you say these coronavirus phishing scams are different. What are some of the more surprising and bold examples you're seeing right now?
Exactly, because we're all stuck at home, right? And usually when I come on with you, I give you the advice. Look, when someone reaches out to you unsolicited, don't believe it. It's definitely a scam, right? But in this case, real organizations are actually talking to people that way, right? We actually do need that information from the CDC and the World Health Organization and my local grocery store and my local bank. So it's suddenly become acceptable that this is the only way they can communicate with us. And make no mistake, the criminals are sitting at home and they're devising their plan to take advantage of all of us because we're desperate right now. You receive emails now from charitable donations, right? Hey, help the FDA, help the doctors, help the people on the front line who, we're watching on the news every day, the heroes. Donate right here. Just click this link. Do what you can. Donate. Meanwhile, you're donating your actual money and giving your bank account information to a criminal, opening yourself for malware and spyware and your personal identity being stolen. It goes on and on and on. Home COVID-19 testing, right? Hey, taking advantage of all the widespread problems with the testing. Don't worry. We'll come to your house. Don't you worry about it. We're going to come to your house. You just prepay right here and we'll take care of you. And now there's a new one, Dr. Oz, that we actually are just hearing about now. You've been hearing about all the problems that small business owners have been having applying to their banks for the SBA loans. And these banks are so overwhelmed, especially the big banks. They have sent emails to millions of people saying, don't go into a branch, don't call us, we'll call you to complete your application. But here's the problem. They're not giving anybody reference numbers. So there's no way when the bank calls you, legitimately the bank, for you to verify it. So what these criminals are now doing, according to my cybersecurity expert, they're devising robocalls to call millions of people. And they're going to call you and say, hey, Mehmet, we know that you just applied for a loan. Yeah, some people are going to say no, but a lot of people are going to say yes. And what are they asking for? Your social security number, your date of birth, your address, everything they need to wipe out your bank account. So we have to all be smarter because these criminals are getting smarter with what's going on.
I mean, this even hits you, and you've got people around you that are pretty sophisticated. Everybody, Jeff's boss recently received this text that made it seem like it was from her phone provider, AT&T, big company. Here's what it says. We received a request to add a line ending in 4456 to your My AT&T account. And then it asked her to confirm by replying yes or to call an 888 number to report an error. Now, that seems very innocent, right? Texts like this don't seem sinister at first glance, but take a look at what happened when Jeff decided to decline the request.
Welcome to AT&T Wireless. I see you would like to add a line to your account. To continue, press 1. To decline this request, press 2.
Decline. Press 2.
Now, what is your 4-digit PIN?
Now, a lot of people will type that in, even they declined.
I mean, that call really sounded like an automated service from a real phone provider, big-time telephone company. So Jeff says that a big red flag is if you receive an unsolicited email or text. So Jeff, even if they're using a logo of a company you recognize, you say there are other clues within the email or text that reveal that it's a fake. So help us explain.
Yeah, a couple things. You're going to want to look for bad grammar and spelling errors. For some reason, thank God for us, the criminals are so smart, but for some reason they don't know how to spell. That's the one thing we keep seeing. I don't know why. So that's one quick way to know it's a fake.
So what should we do if we feel like we're a victim of a phishing scam? Again, phishing is the PH, everybody.
Yeah, what you want to do is, look, the FBI needs our help with this because they can't even keep up with all the scams going on a typical day, let alone what's happening right now. So you want to log into the website, ic3.gov. ic3.gov. You can report any kind of fraud right there. You can also call the disaster fraud hotline, and I actually have the number right here, 1-888-720-5721. I know your team will put that up on the website, and it's on my website as well, RossmanReports.com. So you want to report fraud immediately so they can immediately put out the alerts, and then we can come on with your audience and tell you about it.
I want everyone to take this number down, this info down, so you have it. And listen, law enforcement needs our help to report these attempts so we can shut down these scammers. All right, you can watch Jeff's Rossen Reports series on Hearst television stations nationwide. They're absolutely fabulous. You know that already. And check out his website, RossmanReports.com. Thanks, Jeff. See you next time.
Thanks so much.
We'll be right back.